All right, YouTube is live. Instagram is live. Let's see how Facebook's doing. Facebook is live. And we are rolling. Well, welcome everybody to today's edition of DIR-S Live. Glad to have you here. So to adjust that real quick. Okay. Excuse me. So yeah, for today's edition, I'm going to be addressing just some questions that we received recently. This will be recapping some stuff that we've done in the past, but just because we've been receiving so many questions in this area, that's what we're going to be talking about today. And that is adding and deleting, adding new users and deleting old users from the DIR-S admin portal. Sorry, I blinked for a second. Before I get too far into that, just we're going to go normal introduction and explanation. So my name is Veldon, and our company is Tresset Group, and our product is DIR-S. And DIR-S is an emergency communications software. We have both desktop and mobile apps for all different types of operating systems. And we are primarily in K-12 schools, but we're also in colleges, commercial and industrial buildings, city offices, basically anywhere that has the need to keep a decent sized number of employees or personnel connected quickly in the loop in the case of an emergency situation. So lots of places associated with have that need. And DIR-S works especially well in locations where there's either lots of different rooms or even like buildings on a compound or just places where having an interactive map showing indicators of the safety descriptions of different areas can be beneficial. And to see more about that, we have lots of videos on our YouTube channel, both webinars like this or other types you can look at. And we'll talk about that some more in future DIR-S live editions. But today, like I said, we're going to be talking about adding new users from your admin portal. We're kind of getting a little bit farther into new school year. Schools are getting kind of more used to just what it's like being in school in 2020 and the challenges that brings. And so a lot of the questions we've been getting is as far as adding new users, like for new teachers and new aides or new staff that are in the school, and also leaving the accounts of users who have retired or gone to a different school. So that's what we're going to be looking at today in the user admin portal on DIR-S. So to get to that, we go to DIR-Salert.com/admin. So DIR-Salert.com/admin. And my internet a little bit slow. I'm going to make the video a little bit not as good on this one, or maybe slow. I hope not. And so then when you get here, you'll see this login screen. And this is an area where oftentimes people get a little bit worried because they're like, oh, well, I don't have an admin login. And if DIR-S login, you type it in here. And then if in our system, your user type is an administrator, anything from like principal up, or I guess that's description. So that how the user types of DIR-S work is like base user, which is like teachers, site admin, which is like principal, school counselor, front desk, vice principal, then region admin, which is like district administrators. So so site admins and region admins both have access to the admin portal. And depending on which level you are, you'll have more access within the admin portal. Just base users, your login won't work on here because you're not an administrator. So if you are an administrator, administrator, you use the exact same login information here as you do on your DIR-S account when you're logging into the app or just the program. So we type in a demo login. And this here is the DIR-S user admin portal. And we've made it super, super easy to use. And you can see it's in these different categories: users, alert types, alert history, chat messages, and missing reports. If you've been following these, we've gone into each of these individually and groups. But today we're just going to be looking at users and creating and deleting user types. So first we're going to create one, and then I'll show you how to delete that same user. So first we click on users. You can either click here or up here. Doesn't matter, it takes you to the same place. So I'll put users right here. And then I'm logged in as a region admin, so to make it easier, I can go to Trusted Junior High, which is our main demo school we use for these DIR-S Live. And here I can see all the users who are registered on this with this school. And almost more important, you can see what devices they've logged on into their DIR-S account with. So this is pretty handy because a lot of schools will have, their teachers will have a desktop in their room, and they'll also have a laptop that they can carry around with them along with their mobile device. And different schools or organizations have different rules, different things, but most of the ones that we work with required at least on their desktop and laptop, and preferably on your mobile as well, because especially if it's an evacuation, you're more likely to be able to keep the updates going from your phone, especially when you get to your reunification point, because if this Wi-Fi signal, like out in the parking lot, isn't strong from your school, on your phone you can just go to cellular data and update it, whereas if you took like your laptop out there with you, it just wouldn't work as well. So that's why we recommend having it not only on your computer, but on your phone as well. And so here, if you want to make sure that everybody in your school has it on their devices, you can look and see, okay, Mac, Windows, iOS. Yep, that's all three of the ones that we have assigned to them. They're good. And so then if you need to add a user, you just go up here in the top right corner to add user. Well, let's see, we'll give you a name. And even so, I just wrote like 5.5. And even if you're making these accounts and you're just the administrator, you don't necessarily need to have them in there with you at that time to put in their cell phone number and make a password right there. If you're just making a bunch of accounts for new teachers coming in, you can make the accounts and just use a default password and give them that information and tell them, all right, now you have this, log in, reset your password to something specific to you, and put your cell phone number in there. But again, that falls on just how you want to run things in your school or district. So, you know, here I'm just kind of filling stuff to fill in the boxes because we're just going to be deleting this account right after we make it. So, say, and then here we have the different kinds of users. And like I said, we have base user, site admin, and region admin are the main ones for the school. Ooh, that's probably kind of hard to see from where you're at, but that's what they are. And so if Mike is going to be a teacher, that's a base user. So if they're a base user, and we'll choose our site. We're at Trusted Junior High, and save. Oh, password's wrong. Sorry, I know we got on this again. Let me just go ahead and real quick. Base user. All right. Now that's saved. And we'll go in here, we'll filter by site again, just to make it easier to find it. Scroll down, and you can see here, Mr. Noise is right there. And again, so sorry, before we go and delete that, you can look right here and see when it was created, and also what device it was created on. So this says Windows, Windows Surface, and there we go. So now to delete the account, which is kind of along like most of the questions have been on, you just click on the user, and scroll down to the bottom, and just click the delete button, and that's it. It's a pretty simple process. We really worked hard to make this user admin portal just as user-friendly and simple as possible, because like, we know that school and region administrators have a lot on their minds and a lot they have to take care of. So we don't want this to have to take up a lot of your time. You want to get in, do it, done, move on to your next thing, because we know like, we talk a lot with school and region administrators and teachers. We know there's so many different things demanding your time, and so we've designed this that it'll be as intuitive as possible and take up as little amount of your time as possible, while still getting the job done quickly and effectively and clearly. So for this edition of DIR-S Live, if you have any questions, you can reach out to us on Twitter and Instagram. Our handle is @TrussedGroup. YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook is just Trusted Group. You can email us at support@trustedgroup.com. Yeah, reach out through any of those ways, and we're happy to answer or you need. So make sure and tune in next Tuesday at 2:00 p.m. Mountain Standard Time for the next edition of DIR-S Live. We'll see you then.